God, look at the time. It's already Thursday. So here we are with our What to Watch video. This is Race Plaza Media. My name is Pia. And today, as per usual on Thursdays, we will talk about what you can watch in terms of motorsport this weekend. And since we're in the middle of the season, we have a good amount of racing available for you, as well as a good variety of racing available for you. So I think there's something available this weekend for everybody. First off, let's kick it off with Formula One. Of course, the guys are back this week. They're heading to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. So we will see if the McLaren dominance will continue or if maybe we will have another surprise winner this year at Silverstone. Of course, last year, Lewis Hamilton took the top podium step. So we will see how he will fare in Silverstone and how generally the boys will do this week. And I think it's been an excellent season so far. Lots of surprises, lots of different things happening. Of course, we have the McLaren dominance, but behind them, there's been a nice mix of things happening. So I'm very much looking forward to the Silverstone Grand Prix this weekend. Alongside Formula One, there will also be Formula 2 as well as Formula 3 racing at Silverstone. And if that is not enough single-seater open wheel racing for you, we also have the Formula Regional European Championship by FRECA competing at the Hungaroring, which you can watch for free on YouTube. And as well, we also have the Euro Formula Open competing also at the Hungaroring. Both of those will be for free for you to watch on YouTube, and we love free racing. Next up, if you want the more American version of Formula One, still very fast cars, which alternate between oval tracks and regular racetracks. This weekend, we have the IndyCar Series back competing alongside Indy Next. So their junior league, they will be competing at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. And alongside them, we also have three other leagues competing. We have the USF Juniors, the USF 2000, and the USF Pro 2000, all competing at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Next up, there's almost no weekend this year without a NASCAR race. So, of course, there's NASCAR also happening this weekend. We have the NASCAR Cup Series. We also have the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Both will be competing at the Chicago Street Circuit. And then if you want to go across the border, we also have NASCAR Mexico Series competing, all happening just this weekend. Then if you're in the US, you most likely will have a long weekend ahead of you since we're celebrating 4th of July this Friday. So maybe that means you have some little bit of extra time this weekend for some racing, because we also have three different types of endurance races. We have the 24-hour European Series, which will be competing in France at the Paul Ricard circuit for a 12-hour race. Then we have the European Le Mans Series competing at 4 hours in Imola. And this is the race where also the Iron Dames will be back with their original lineup. So Michelle Gatting is back. She's healed up more or less, so she's ready to compete this weekend. So I'm hoping to catch a glimpse of that. And then we also have the Nürburgring Endurance Series competing for 4 hours at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. So lots of endurance races also this weekend, but luckily also they're not too long. So I think 4 and 12-hour races are more doable than some of the 24-hour races. Next up, if you don't want to watch a race on track, if you want something a little bit off track, you want to get down into the streets, get a little bit dirty, how about some rally racing? We have the European Rally Championship competing in Italy this weekend for the Rally di Roma Capitale. And then we also have the World Rally Cross Championship competing in their Sweden leg in Höljes. So there's two great options for you right there. Speaking of two, how about some two-wheel racing? There's lots of different options for you there again this weekend. Of course, we have the AMA Pro Motocross teams competing. We have the British Superbike Championship. We have the FIM Speedway GP, the American Flat Track, the FIM Junior GP. So lots of different options for you there as well if you're interested in some two-wheel racing. And if I didn't give you enough options already, I wanted to give a couple shout outs to some other types of racing as well. This weekend we have lots of Porsche Cup racing. So the single mate racing, where they're all just racing in a Porsche vehicle. So we have a Porsche Carrera Cup competing in Asia. We have a Porsche Cup Benelux. We have the Porsche Carrera Cup Brazil. And then we also have the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany competing all this weekend again. And all those races are typically for free for you to watch on YouTube. Speaking of Germany, there's lots more racing happening in Nürnberg at the Nürburgring in Germany. So we have the Porsche Carrera Cup, like I said. We also have the Prototype Cup Germany. We have the Next Gen Cup. We have the DTM, so the Deutsche Tourenwagen Masters, and also the ADAC GT4 Germany Championship competing all at the Nürburgring this weekend. And a lot of those, again, are for free for you to watch on YouTube. Then, last but not least, what I can also highly recommend to you is the Renault Clio Cup. We have two versions of that competing this weekend. We have the version in Spain as well as the version of Italy competing, but they will all be competing at the same place in Imola. And those are really a lot of fun because they're small cars. There's lots of cars on the track and they always have their elbows. So it's lots of fun to watch those as well. So I highly recommend it if you have some time. Those will also be for you to watch free on YouTube. Now, there we are. I gave you lots and lots of different options. Of course, there are more options that I didn't even get to mention to you that are happening this weekend, but I think these are some of the big ones, and I give you a nice variety of things to watch. Me personally, I will definitely be watching Formula One, most definitely. Then I'm also interested in the European Le Mans Series, the 4 hours at Imola, just because the Iron Dames are back in their OG team. So I want to see how they fare this weekend. And Imola has been a good track for them. So I hope things go well this weekend. So these are the two main things that I have on my list for this weekend. Maybe I'll sneak in something else, but you will have to stay tuned for that to find out more about what I watched and my brother watched this weekend for our race recaps being released on Monday. As per usual, our race recaps will be cut up a little bit, so you'll have those at the beginning of the week, including some news and different things we want to talk about on racing. So we have those available for you on YouTube. But if you want to listen to everything at once on Monday, we have it also available for you in one podcast episode on Spotify. So check out both. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Chime in the comments. Let us know what you'll be watching this weekend. We're always very curious. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.